a random drug testing based on reasonable suspicion for one division. 24 people were tested, as you just mentioned. All 24 came back negative.
According to Port Authority General Manager Rory Respicio, there were a couple more employees scheduled to be tested.
There were 2 evaders. One employee said he forgot something in his car, and so he left. The other employee said that I forgot, I'm coughing, I'm not feeling well, I have to leave. And in the past, if an employee does not take the drug test, apparently they go on sick leave for 5 days, then they come back. But I was very clear to HR, you call the 2 of them up and advise them that they're already evading the drug-free workplace policy, and so that's grounds for adverse action.
The 2 port employees then resigned on their own accord. Respicio says that due to the nature and timing of their resignation, they will be ineligible for any reemployment rights. As for other cases of drug use at the port, Respicio says that there were 3 port employees that tested positive in separate incidences, one of them remaining employed by the Port Authority. Upon positive drug test results, the employees were given the option to seek treatment at Guam Behavioral Health.
Well, I chose to take the maximum consequence allowable. It was still very financially painful for that employee. He went to Guam Behavioral Health, did the intake, did the drug rehabilitation, and I have about 10 days from the time I issued the notice of proposed adverse action to taking final action. And so within those 10 days, I had him tested within those 10 days several times, and he came back negative.
Respicio says that these matters are handled on a case-by-case basis, with some offered a chance at redemption. On the other hand, Respicio says that he's not afraid to terminate if he feels that it's the right call.
Last Saturday, we had an employee come to work at 6:15 in the morning. He was drunk, inebriated, and Port Police saw him wobbling. They did a sobriety test. He failed. I terminated him.
While employee drug use seems to happen in isolated cases, Respicio says that rumors circulating about drugs making their way through the port and onto our streets are just rumors.
We've heard long-standing chatter that the drugs are coming out of the port. I'll have to say that for my entire 2 years, from an operations perspective, we have no evidence of the drugs being facilitated by the port employees, and certainly there are always going to be active investigations to audit those processes.
When it comes down to it, Respicio says that the Port Authority is a family, and because of that, he encourages all port employees who may be struggling with addiction, be it by alcohol or drug use, to come forward and seek the necessary treatment to help get them back on track before it's too late.